Go with fresh, why not? Making sure our audio is in the right place and our camera is exactly where it doesn't need to be. Welcome back to the Ales and Fails Twitch stream. I am your host, Alewolf. My camera is at an on angle, but that's okay because you didn't come here to see my mug. You actually came here to see some quality gameplay, some epic fails, and maybe talk a little bit about beer. How are we all doing? Tonight is Friday, free for all Friday, as some people like to say. It is the end of the week. It's been a long week, folks. Lots of things have been accomplished, I'm hoping. Certainly on my end, hopefully on your end. And maybe we save some things for next week. Maybe we have that primer. Maybe we have that cliffhanger that is compelling us to move forward. That's good. But don't think about it for the next couple of days. Don't think about it during Saturday or Sunday. Just live, just have fun. Spend time with your friends, loved ones, family, what have you. It is the weekend. It is officially here. And here at the Ales and Fails Twitch stream, that is exactly what we are promoting. So, in terms of order of business tonight, and that's a funny one because we rarely handle any actual business in this stream. We're actually going to go back to the world of Super Metroid, and if I'm not mistaken, that is Planet Zebes. If I recall correctly, the last thing I was doing while I was playing Super Metroid was navigating through. I was doing a lot of backtracking. So I had completed Meridia, which was a nightmare to finish. I had been toying around with the space jump. I didn't really find the way to go forward, but that's okay. I think we're doing some good exploration. I know that the next checkpoint is probably somewhere in Norfair, but I think we'll make it over there. We aren't really using any guide, other than the fact that we try to use it whenever we encounter bosses, and that's because some of these bosses are quite hectic. So stick around. Hopefully we'll make some progress tonight, and if not, you know what, that's okay. We'll be back here 2 weeks from now. But before we move forward, let's go ahead and check out what's on tap. So this little gem over here is a Bamboo Pilsner from our friends at Dokkaebier at a proud 4.9% alcohol by volume. That's an interesting character right there. That's Korean, if I'm not mistaken. So let's parse things out. What exactly is a Pilsner? Well, a Pilsner is a lager. So what is a lager exactly? Well, a lager is one of two main types of beers, the other ones being ales, after which I am named. Lagers, unlike ales, are bottom fermented, which means that when you are fermenting lagers, the yeast will actually settle to the bottom of the kettle, making it rather distinct from ales, in which whenever you ferment those, they actually rise to the top. The other big difference is during this fermentation process, it actually needs to happen during a cooler temperature, and so you've got refrigerated fermentation happening for lagers versus ales, which can actually happen at room temperature, slightly closer to room temperature, maybe slightly cooler than that, but roughly room temperature, and of course always in the dark. The main difference between a Pilsner and a conventional lager is the fact that you've got a particular set of hops in the Pilsner. Excuse me. And the reason for that is because you want to add a certain bitter character to the Pilsner itself. A lager on its own is actually quite sweet because most of it is simply composed of the maltiness of the grains, whereas Pilsners add a fair set of hops to them. And so this little gem is certainly not any conventional Pilsner. it includes bamboo, and I believe Dokkaebier likes to do this sort of thing. I know that some of their beers have unconventional, I'm going to say for lack of knowledge, Asian flavors. I know that their Milk Stout has cardamom in it. I know that their Kolsch has rice, and I know that they've got a particular beer that incorporates kimchi into it. So again, I don't want to minimize the flavors of Asia into a single container, but it does highlight flavors of Asia in its products. This specifically is bamboo, and of course bamboo shoot is something that's commonly ingested in Asian countries. Let's see what Untapped has to say on the matter before I continue to speak out of place. And this is it right here. Let's go to alternate live scene. Okay. So Bamboo Pilsner by Dokkaebier. Representing a European-style lager with a twist, the Bamboo Pilsner leads out with the bamboo tea notes of bergamot, which is something I don't know, honey and almonds. Is medium-bodied and slightly sweet, with an astringent and lingering fruity finish. Crushable and complex? Yes, please. This is batch number 3, and I'm assuming batch number 1 and 2 must have been gold. So 8 international bittering units. It's interesting. Let's see what this is like. Let's have a go at it, shall we? So pilsners are generally light-bodied. They're generally crisp. You can actually see right through them. They're golden in color, and they're a solid starter. They're a good complement to most foods, in the sense that you don't have a lot of strong notes to complicate anything that's riding in your palate. They're generally thirst quenching, as most light beers, and because it's light, generally just bitter, it doesn't necessarily hide away any sweet or savory notes. And I can already sense herbaceous aroma, maybe that of a stem, and maybe that's because I'm thinking of bamboo. So forgive my bias on this. And I love that I turned to the wrong scene right there. You guys didn't let me know. But yeah, some stemminess there, slight herbaceousness. Not very strong though. I want to say maybe like a hint of lime there. Maybe lime / mintiness, but very, very light. Fang and ale, dear viewer. Maybe some slightly more lemony there, but maybe not lemon, but maybe more like lemongrass is what I'm detecting there. Certainly the good crispness of a basic Pilsner. Nothing too special, nothing like a German Pilsner. And again, that's not to cast aspersions on the Pilsners of any particular region. It is simply just showing my bias there, that I do enjoy German Pilsners the most. But yeah, very refreshing. It's almost like it almost tastes a little bit like Sprite in the background. Definitely some sweet malty notes, but nothing too overpowering, nothing that you would drink and say, you know what, I need to take a break. It's actually quite refreshing. I enjoy it. I, for the life of me, cannot detect the bamboo, but maybe it's something that builds up. Yeah, maybe the bittering notes on that actually hide away some of that bamboo. I don't know exactly what bamboo tastes like, but I can only imagine that it's a slightly more plant-like flavor, maybe like shoots of grass or something like that. So this is enjoyable, despite whatever it might have to present. Certainly I recommend by the Ales and Fails Twitch stream. If you see them out in the wild, please go and grab one. And so now I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to update my ticker, and on the other side of the break we'll continue with Super Metroid. See you there. Let's turn on the audio on this bad boy. We've got microphone on as well as desktop audio. None of our songs are playing. And there we go, folks. So anybody that's been watching the stream will recall that I've been using save states on it. Nothing to be ashamed of. That's how we roll here at the Ales and Fails Twitch stream. And one thing that I'm going to go ahead and complain about, even though I love it, is just the fact that the stein that I'm using to hold my beer probably weighs about 5 pounds. It was a gift given to me by some very dear friends. But as you can see, a normal beer, or rather an elevated pint, only fills up halfway of the glass, and so it's quite heavy. It's got my Spirit Beast Brachydios. Alright, so I am over here, I guess. Last time I played was January the 14th, imagine that. And we are already in February. Wait a second, I remember these guys. Oh right, these guys were supposed to show me how to use the high jump. Not the high jump, but the what am I thinking? The wall jump. So if I go over here, clearly I shouldn't have done that. Let me reload that suspend point just because I do want to check out what was on that side. And of course that's not what I wanted to do. Hey, look at that. Hello, friend. Some additional power bombs, which is always a good thing. Let's put this microphone just a bit closer. And maybe just elevate the setup just a little bit more. Okay. And so just getting a power bomb over here makes me wonder if I really... if I could use it in some way. And that's not what I meant to do. How do I activate this thing? And of course, if you're a veteran of the Ales and Fails Twitch stream, you will recall that every single time I start on a game, I have to remember how to play that game, and that's because due to my schedule, I don't actually play anything more than once every 2 weeks. Beautiful. Okay, so we got some power bombs, which is nice, but I was looking for a bigger prize. Where are we anyways? We're in Brinstar. How do we get down there? That's the real question. And of course, I am not going back to Meridia because we hate it. There, I said it. I hate Meridia. Leave your comments in the chat. Seriously. Okay. Well, we're off. We're off. It's fine. Let's see how low we can get. Right, how do we activate this? It's just B. Why is that so challenging? Wait a second. Okay. Did I actually get the thing? Okay, so what is this? A safe spot? As much as I like this little X-ray thing, I wish it was just a little bit faster. Like if you were to press it, that the entire screen would X-ray. And of course that's not really gonna let us through. Before we do go forward, maybe there's something bombable here. Oh, come on. I find it amazing how some of these creatures are just destroyed by using a conventional bomb. And is that a Super Mario pipe? Is that what that is? Okay. It was not a Super Mario pipe, folks. It's one of these recharge stations, which would be a lot nicer if they weren't this way. Not at all. It's like, why are you even trying? Okay, I think we're good. Though it's gonna be challenging to get through all of this without getting hit. Alright, let's see if we can find anything with the X-ray beam. Nothing thus far. Nice. Though I don't know how you make some of these jumps. It's not like Super Mario Brothers where you just run over the gap. See, and as soon as you make a mistake, you get punished severely, which is, to say the least, just a bit frustrating. Okay, let's see if the X-ray beam shows anything else. So there doesn't seem to be a way down there. And this is where we started, which is our wall jump tutorial. So that's that. I guess let's go try to go back up and back into Criteria. Maybe something will light up there. We've attempted to explore everything in Brinstar that we might have missed, and there was a couple of exceptions there where we actually did make it, but not everything. Love it. Okay, what is this? Oh, I see. So this should still set us back upstairs. Okay, and it seems like we're right where we need to be. These can only be destroyed by power bombs, so let's go ahead and give it to them. Not bad. Let's try to see if we can make it to this little room over here. Maybe it's a missile upgrade or something small like that. I can't imagine that it is something significant. It's like, oh hey, you found the final suit of the game. Congratulations. Unfortunately, my beam goes through walls, which was what we wanted. W5. How do we do this again? Oh, that's not what we wanted to do. Come on, we're wasting resources here. Okay. And maybe we do one of these. No, that's not it. I think we have to run before the door closes on us. But how do we do that? Hey, not bad. So I guess we've never actually made it this way. Which is funny because it seems like it's a basic missile door. But what do I know? I was once young and foolish. Another reserve tank. And reserve tanks are not like energy tanks. They only activate when we're low in energy. Which is, at least thus far, I find it kind of an unusual concept because if you really... Oh, hey. Hello. Because if we really needed them, wouldn't we just we just have them as normal tanks? And some missiles. This is what you call serendipity. Okay. Now let's just check out that wall. Ooh, hey, hello. Now this is quite the vault. But I guess we can't really move forward any more than that. Up next would have been a save room, which I guess it is a different part of the map. Alright, let's go back up to criteria and maybe something will reveal itself to us. Oh, what? This is uncharted territory. I guess that's why we missed it the first time. I gotta say that I found Super Metroid extremely difficult when I first tried it. But now that I've got so many upgrades, it's becoming a little more agreeable. And it almost reminds me of something like Elden Ring, where at the beginning it was one of the most frustrating experiences in the world, but once I started leveling up, I found myself with the ability to actually take down foes. This location has been just a treasure trove of collectibles. And of course, if we go down there, we'll probably go back to the beginning, which is good. Huzzah! And if you're just tuning in, still enjoying that Bamboo Pilsner, let's get out of here, folks. This was a good start of the stream, which can only suggest that the rest of the stream is only going to go southways from here, because this is the Ales and Fails stream. But that's part for the course. You are great. Alright, let's see where we are at. We are at Criteria now. Checking out our ship. Always lead to Brinstar. There's that wreck ship and there's Meridia. Check out the overall map though. How do we go deeper into the planet? That's not what we want. I know there's alright, maybe if we go all the way right over here, something might reveal itself to us there. How about that? I swear, just scanning things with the X-ray beam has become kind of an addiction. Gotta kill these cordyceps. Unfortunately, I've got The Last of Us in my head. Never forget that episode 3. So if we go up, that's one way. Nice. Sorry, I honestly just wanted to take down those space pirates. I really find them incredibly annoying. Interesting. Okay. What? Oh, okay. Are these just jewels of monsters that I've taken down? And so what? The one that's remaining is Ridley. So I'm assuming that when I take down Ridley, the door will open, maybe? So that's Dragon, which put its own challenge. I remember beating this thing, and this was Kraid, maybe? I forget what his name was. It's funny that a place like this wouldn't be marked on the map with a little more significance. But you'll remember, right? You'll remind me. Alright, so where to next? I think we're going to go back down into... That's not what I meant to do. How do we find the larger map? I think it's only accessible through the start screen. Sorry, through the save screen, which I haven't accessed in a while. That's a little silly. Alright. And of course, these guys have got their own magnificent way of space pirating. Just walking back and forth like Red Koopa Troopas. Moving on. it's here. So that's another entry into Brinstar. And that's to Meridia. So maybe let's go down here. Never hurts to save just a little bit. Like Travis Touchdown says, it's always worthwhile going a trip to the John. That looks a bit broken. What's up with that? Maybe I was mistaken. Maybe it's just that's what it's supposed to look like. Let's just keep going down. We're going down, down in an earlier round. But sugar, we're going down swinging. That Fallout boy is, I guess, touring again. A friend of mine told me. A dear friend of mine. So many of these space pirates, they've all got wave attacks. Whoa, whoa. Oh, I see. I rarely use a charge beam. Is there any point to going up there? She's doing. All right, let's keep moving forward. Let's take a look with the x-ray. I really don't think there's anything here. These blocks remind me of the Super Mario Bros. 3 blocks. Okay. And no secret exits. Let's just go on downstairs. This is where I would talk to Adam if this was a Metroid fusion. Alright, so where are we? This is Criteria. Let's go check out that Norfair. I think I want to check out that Norfair. Like a good state fair. This is a replica of that initial stage in original Metroid. Of course, we've been to that location already. Let's keep going forward. And down they go. Ah, so nice to have a... Wait, what is... What an odd location to hide an energy tank. That's wild. Wild like Olivia. Wait, why is that a bomb? Let's give that a shot, shall we? Is it because... Oh, okay. I think I know what to do. But it's gonna be rough. Oh, come on. That was almost pixel perfect. I hate these things. And specifically it's because the control pad on the Switch Pro controller is not really great. Nice. Okay. So where are we? Always fun to find like a new location like that. So obviously we can't go that way. I guess it's just whatever this door might lead us to. Where are we? So we should be able to have an infinite jump. Why? What is happening? What? Why did I just all of a sudden get so heavy? Is it just my inability to jump properly? Ooh, hey, there we go. Thank goodness. That was certainly a... Oh, it wasn't that I was jumping short, it was that there was a platform right there. Very nice. Crunch, very nice. And let's just go ahead and check out to see if there's anything else missing here. Doesn't... Oh wait, come on. And it's not that I don't appreciate the fact that these are hidden at odd locations. It just makes me wonder how many places I've already missed and how many I will miss forever because of how random these are. I mean, just for kicks, I'm gonna go ahead and deploy one of these super bombs. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Come on, guys. Pretty sure I've already explored this area. Alright, let's keep moving. Wait, how do I get to that side then? If I can't actually... Looks like I'm gonna have to find another way into that sector. So maybe I'll have to go down this way and then down this particular hatch. Super Metroid definitely makes you work for it. Not that I dislike it in any sort of way, it's actually one of the more entertaining ways One of the more entertaining games I've encountered with this type of exploration. It certainly does exploration right. I feel like there are games out there that have open worlds for the sake of having open worlds, but this one certainly seems to have intent. All right. I have to worry every time the music changes. It makes me feel like I've just entered a boss room. Give me the goods. Let's get out of here. These guys come out of nowhere. And so... okay, so this is the right direction. Right, and for this one we actually have to run and gun. Or rather just run. Nice. Okay, now we are down that chute. Let's check out what this space over here is. Seems like it should have something. It would also be nice if you could just leave markers on the map for you to return. That might certainly make things easier. Hey, what? Oh, I see. It's one of these rooms where it's lit up by these little bat-like creatures. I think we've already been here, actually. I'm always just a little quizzical over what gets destroyed by a super bomb versus a standard beam. Okay, so we're here. Nice energy recharge. And that's a refreshing drink. Give me just a second, folks. Just trying to adjust something on the stream laboratories, as they say. been a long week, folks. It's nice to unwind. Alright, let's use the X-ray here. I thought there was something here, but maybe I'm imagining things. And that's definitely a chasm of some sort. Great, of course I wait for it, and of course I get hit. Should I just missile it? No, of course not. It's never that easy. I always find it hilarious that certain monsters can never be killed by certain things. And yet, boss monsters do get killed by the same things. And of course, we've already been here. Nothing special. Ah, of course. Wait, what is this? Oh, I see. Let's freeze this punk. Keep moving forward. And just a second here. How do we make it down? So we're in Meridia right now. Let's keep going down Brinstar. Okay, so this will actually get us back into Norfair. That sounds about right. And we've been there before. Deeper into Dante's Inferno. Okay, so now we're in Norfair. There's definitely a couple of locations we haven't been to just yet. And I am looking specifically all the way downstairs. And of course, there's an area right here. And there's another area right here. And both of these, just because of the size of these rooms, they suggest to me boss rooms. But I might be wrong. It could be nothing. Let's just make our way down there. Excuse me. I did have some coffee before starting this stream. So I'm hoping that it'll be sufficient for me to sustain. Back when I was in elementary school, we had this program called Sustained Silent Reading. And so what that meant was that for 15 minutes in the morning, you would actually just have moments of silence to read whatever it is you wanted to read, but you had to read. I always found that very interesting, to say the least. Even though I knew I was supposed to read, I don't know that I was ever that gung-ho about it. What's down here? Okay, so we're down here. Again, nothing special thus far. Come on, what is this? What are we doing here, folks? Wow. Nothing can take the weight. That looks like potential locations that can be bombed. Alright. This looks like a place to run, but of course we've got these friendos. And this is where... Come on. Okay. Wow, that is some type of unstoppable. Okay, so we made it all the way here. I think let's go save upstairs and then we go down. Just to be safe. What time do we have over here? 12:41. Okay. And honestly, just because I've got an unexplored area ahead of me and a save room, it starts making me just a little bit anxious. But maybe that's a good thing. Maybe I do need that anxiety back in this game. I don't think I've had it since I battled with Dragon, which was its own type of hell. And this is where we fought that other guy, Crane. I don't know if it was Crane, but he was something. Well, here are his remains. Whoa. I love it how the space jump just doesn't like to work when it doesn't like me. Okay, and of course we were here before. I don't know what we got, but must have been good. Okay, let's keep exploring. And actually there was a save room right there. Might as well just take it, since we're in the vicinity. There's a charge station right over here, which means that it is the perfect place to actually save our game. And they're not coming back. Gotta loosen those shoulders, folks. Always good to have a stretch session before you get to your games. Okay, so I guess let's go all the way down. So of course we've got some acid. Let's check out what the X-ray beam shows. Of course, we can clear most of this using super bombs. More super bombs. Come on, guy. Okay, so I think this is the area that I was missing. That's not good. Changing direction midair is always quite challenging. Wonder if there's an easier way to reach that. That's no good. Come on, jump, guy. That is troublesome. Okay. Jump! Why wouldn't it respond? I don't get it. I feel like I'm hitting the jump button exactly when I need to. Okay. Well, that's good, but why didn't it do it the first 5 times? So, what a challenge. Huh. That's amusing. I'm going to assume that maybe that was the last thing that location had. Let's keep going. Missiles are always good. Alright. And of course we've already collected whatever was in here. Maybe it was a space jump. Who knows? And of course we've got the ocean over here. Nothing unusual to speak of. Whoa. Not even that. That's no good. Okay, so all we're doing is going back up. Okay. No need to actually worry about killing these worms. Oh, come on. Just get hit randomly. If I just do a high jump? No, that's not gonna be enough. Honestly, most of these things just require the space jump, but because clearly I am no good at proccing it when I need to, it becomes an absurd challenge. Nice. Let's go ahead and charge up while we're here. Okay, I think we're fine. Oh, so many of these things. Nothing of interest. Okay, and this one requires a super missile. Okay, so we're back where we started. Let's try and head over here. This might be where we need to go. Kind of a long shot, but who knows? At the very least, we'll get something nice. Says I. Says I, says R. Might as well save while we're here. And that's interesting. Always nice to get the Twitter likes. Alright, let's move on. And the nice thing would be that maybe some of these for a change would actually go up instead of just dropping. Like reverse donut lifts. But maybe I'm asking for a little bit too much. And so while we can stand the heat of Norfair, we can't actually stand the acid. And see, that was actually perfect space jumps. I wonder why I can't activate that on whenever I actually do need it. Oop. Why am I sinking? That's it seems like you can go down there, maybe? That doesn't make sense. Well, there must be a platform right underneath. So maybe we need to go up. I guess the X-ray beam sees right through the acid, but it doesn't mean that you can actually go through the acid. And taking any chance to recharge. Come on, guy. Voila. Those things are so obnoxious. So we could either go right or up. We're choosing right. So energy has been recharged. We're gonna go ahead and create a suspend point here. We haven't created one this entire time. And I feel like we might make use of them very soon. So we made it more or less through the whole thing. What is this? To your health, dear viewer. One of the things that I look forward to whenever I play Super Metroid is just the fact that it really doesn't have any text to speak of, and while I do enjoy doing the quote-unquote voice acting for a lot of these games, it is nice not to have to worry about it every once in a while. Metroid is kind of just like a quiet, atmospheric game. Doesn't seem like I'm getting hurt. I vaguely remember this area. That looks like Ridley's mouth. I think this might be where I need to be. Of course, swimming in lava makes a lot of sense. Not that that's gonna permanently damage our body, of course. Ah. Okay. This has got to be a boss battle of some sort. And given this mouth shape, it looks like a Ridley, as seen in Super Smash Brothers. Melee, not Melee. What am I thinking of? Wow. For the life of me, I can't remember the latest Smash Brothers. What is this? Oh, a save room. Okay, I honestly thought I was gonna go into a boss battle, but maybe not. It's just an elevator down. Another one of these elevators. Where are we even? And we're still in Norfair. It's clear that there is a boss looming nearby. This is what we call Deep Norfair. Or at least this is what I call Deep Norfair. Oh, stupid fish. And that's the asset, which means that we can't touch that. I can't even get the energy. Come on. How does it reach me all the way over there? Okay, what's over here? This just looks like I need to make sure that I can use this space jump properly. Super bombs everywhere. Hello? Alright, I think I need to be in ball form. And in the process of moving it, made it so that the rest of that acid was cleared, I guess. Interesting concept. Now I'm wondering if I should go back to the initial area. Oh well. This reminds me again of when that Super Mario Bros. 3 castle without the boom boom. And of course, if you know, you know. Oh, what the? Missile upgrade. Ha, look at that. You know what? I'm going to create a spend point right here. Because there's a high likelihood that I won't make it. It seemed just a little bit too easy. Good, some more missiles always helps the cause. I am getting ready for something heavier. Alright, let's go. Where are we? What? Oh, I see. Never mind. I don't see. Is he just dodging my... I see. Wait, how is this? Does he not? What? How about a super bomb? I don't think that actually does anything. Doesn't seem like he has a hit point. So if he's holding a missile, whew, okay. Okay, so I think it's about hitting him in that green plate. Don't even. Do regular missiles even do anything for it? What is... Oh, I see, the charge beam. Maybe I should have started with a charge beam. Down it goes. Even though I am left at a fairly crappy state, I want to say. That was not an elegant fight. Let's be real here. At least we overcame it. Hopefully there's a recharge room somewhere around here. And what is this? The screw attack. Okay. Longtime viewers of the Ales and Fails Twitch stream will recall that gentleman streamer Ales has a very sensitive throat, and the moment that he starts coughing, it's a no-win situation. So I tried to hold it in so that I could actually mute my microphone. That certainly didn't make things any better. But we got a screw attack, which is good. As I understand it, screw attack is one of the final abilities we get with Super Metroid, or most Metroid games, I think. Please let it be an energy. Yes. Never chug a good beer. Only drink it. So I think we're at a good spot here. Let's see what the old Samus radar says. Like Sonic says. So we got the morphine ball, of course. Bomb, spring. I was about to say spring roll, but that doesn't make any sense. Screw attack. We got, in terms of the number of things that we could fill in this equipment screen, it looks like we have everything. So that's good. That's good. Anything more that we can add will probably be missile, bomb reserves, and energy tanks. And it looks like we're missing 2 reserve tanks. We do have a hefty number of them, of course. And that's good. That's good. And I think that's gonna get us exactly where we started. Anything over here? The nice thing about the screw attack, of course, is that it allows us to attack as we are jumping. So any hidden doors that we come in contact with will be obliterated. These guys are in a rush. Interesting. Oh, come on, guys. And to be perfectly honest with you, it doesn't seem like that was the area boss of this area. Hello. we super bomb it? Oh, come on. Wasting my... Seriously. What is here? That is a lot of build-up. Wait, this is where we came from. Down they go. But there was a door downstairs, wasn't there? Is this... wait. Always gotta be careful with these things. Let's go ahead and create a suspend point right here. Alright. Wait. Okay, let's try again, I guess. Wait a second. Okay, it just keeps going up, I guess. What if I do a super bomb? That should at the very least reveal any hidden blocks. Come on, guy. Oh, that's no good. Well, at least we made it to a safe area, but at the same time... I do need some energy, folks. Okay, so how do we keep climbing up? Of course. I need more super missiles. What an interesting find. I didn't think that a hidden nook like this would be so expansive. It's like one of these Elden Ring things. Come on. Treasure? That's... okay, that's not good. No, the door was over there. Okay, we made it. I think. I hope. Ah, what a disaster. Okay. Well, that was completely unexpected. And of course, probably a corridor down that way. Let's avoid it and see what's over here. Thank goodness. Whoa. That never happens. Jeez. Ah, I gotta stop doing that. Blind jumping. Now the nice thing would be if grabbing an energy tank would actually refill all of our energy. But I don't think that's ever the case. Alright. What is that? Just a rock. Just random rocks everywhere. Where are we on the map? Completely where we weren't. Let's not forget that there was a very straightforward chute right here, which I still need to go back to. There was definitely areas of that room with the lava, or at least acid, that I needed to visit. So let's not forget that. Probably gonna have to take a break very soon. Ooh, hey. Don't tell me that I can't actually reach any of this. It is breakable. Is it not breakable through conventional means then? Really? What about us? We've already tried this. That's not doing anything for us. Which is surprising given all the way that we came over here. There's gotta be some way. even if I use the bomb jump, it doesn't actually do anything. Okay, I guess this is a no-go, which is unfortunate. Whew, okay, I think we're gonna take a quick break here. We're gonna get something else to drink, and we will be right back. And fortunately, this camera hasn't really been our friend today. That's a little bit better. Okay. Yeah, we will be right back. I'm gonna get something else to drink. See you in about 5 minutes, folks. and we are back in the middle of our Super Metroid stream. Welcome back, everyone, to the Ales and Fails Twitch stream, where we drink and we fail. I decided to get something a little heavier to wrap things up, and if you've been following along with anything I've said for the past year and a half, it is the idea that you start out with light drinks and then move on to heavier drinks. And generally, if you're talking about light drinks, you're talking about things that look lighter in color versus heavier drinks, which are darker in color. Since we just had a nice helping of Bamboo Pilsner from Dokkaebier, I decided to make this a theme night, and actually we are moving to something else that Dokkaebier has made. This is their Milk Stout. And as you can see, they've got I don't know, it's just very clean can designs. As much as I love, very nicely, creative can looks, I kind of just like the nice patterned can designs on these. This particular Milk Stout is with cardamom and green peppercorn, and it's only 5.2% alcohol by volume. So what is a stout? So a stout is an ale, which is different than a lager, as we discussed earlier. Stouts are generally brewed using crystal malts, which generally produce darker beers. They're a little more complex, but if you simply throw crystal malts or stout grains into a boiling kettle, you'll just get a porter. So imagine that you won't get the stout. What differentiates a stout from a porter is the fact that before you boil those grains, you actually toast them, and so you add rich toast to them, which adds that extra stouty quality to them. In terms of flavor, a milk stout is different from other stouts in the fact that it's not only flavor, but it's actually texture. A milk stout is actually creamier. It's got a milk-like quality to it, which is why it's called as such. And it's actually my favorite type of stout. There's a variety of stouts out there. There's coffee stouts, there's milk stouts, of course, and then there's a third one that I'm missing. I like things that come in threes. But of course, it's quite late in the night. I am quite tipsy, and so some of these things are lost of time, as they say. But I do enjoy my milk stouts. It's gonna bug me this entire night that I don't remember what the other stout quality is. Coffee stout, milk stout. Well, of course, there's bourbon barrel aged stouts, but there's bourbon barrel aged everything out there. Anyways, let's see what Untapped has to say on the fact of milk stouts. And let's go to alternate lights. Okay, so Milk Stout by Dokkaebier. Our venerable Milk Stout has joined the core brew party. Like the complexity of a well-roasted single origin coffee, this stout brings it all. Spiciness from the peppercorn, citrus and herbal notes from the cardamom, the roastiness you expect in a stout, and softness and palatability that only milk sugar can bring. A new take on an unrepresented style, it brings almost like a chai latte without the caffeine. Imagine that. So it's always interesting to look at the pictures that people post for beers on Untapped. But can you tell me what the heck is this? That's just a dead bird. What does that have to do with anything? SG, I disapprove. Very much disapprove. Alright. So that's what a milk stout is, or that is what this particular milk stout is. I just remembered the other type of stout, pastry stouts. Those are delicious, hands down my favorites. They are generally made to resemble, that's not what I wanted to do. They're generally made to resemble pastries. And of course, who doesn't love a good pastry out there? I swear, as much as I love these goggles, they certainly make my nose look flush. So I kind of look like a clown. But once again, you didn't come here for my look. Let's go ahead and pour this guy. See what this milk stout is like. And of course, if you were paying attention, you'll notice that I've had this on stream once before at least. And of course, stouts in general are relatively light in body, heavy in flavor. If you've had a good cola soda before, like okay, I'll just go ahead and say Pepsi or Coca-Cola, that is very much the quality of the body of a stout. 2 out of 5 in terms of body. They're generally opaque, unlike porters, so you can't actually see right through that, but it's got a very small head, even though that was a bad pour. So very strong spice notes there. Certainly good on the cardamom, which is something that I don't necessarily encounter every day. Bag and ale, dear viewer. So it's got good roast. Once again, those cola-like qualities in terms of body. It's got slight bitterness to it. Very light on the richness. If you gave this to me and you told me, hey, tell me what kind of stout this is, I would probably say a very conventional one, because it doesn't call out milk stout to me, it doesn't call out pastry stout to me. It would be slightly closer to a coffee stout. I wish it was creamier, but it certainly has a good spice profile, and a spice profile is something that I expect with Belgian beers. So actually, it is certainly novel. I'll give it that. Milk Stout by Dokkaebier, definitely a solid choice. Let me go ahead and update my ticker, enter my untapped entry, and I will see you on the other side of this break. We are back. Mic is on, desktop audio is on. Let's go ahead and turn on the volume here. And so what we've just accomplished is go through a secret passage where the acid pools were rising. Wait a second. Why didn't I notice that in the first place? Where am I even? Super Metroid never fails to a surprise. And of course I have to do this. Why can't I activate this thing? I forget what the button is. Ooh, nice. I wonder if this is just to go back. Okay, that doesn't actually let us through. What about a super bomb? Sure is strange. Hello? What are we doing here? Ah! Okay. Clearly there's something we're not seeing here. Wait a second, so... Oh, okay. And this is where we were before. Okay. Some more power bombs for our troubles. That was a long way to reach what I wanted. But so it goes, I guess. Let's get out of here. Can't I? This soundtrack just makes me think that I'm about to fight somebody. Alright, let's super bomb this. That didn't actually do anything. Maybe the only way to go forward is to actually to go back the way that we came. And so of course we made it over here. I want to see if there was anything missing. These fish people. Of course, this is the door that we were missing. Maybe we'll reach that part of the map. Who knows? Certainly one of the things that I appreciate about Super Metroid is that every time you think that you've figured out where you need to go, it just opens up a new passage, a new location that you overlooked before. Don't tell. Okay, it's one of these. But it might not be the case that it rises all the way. Okay. Hello. We made it. Good times. At least there wasn't a passage down there. Interesting. Very calming location. Of course that's gonna break. And of course it does. This should break with potentially a bomb. Let's clear them all out. Wait a second. Is that it? We're just going back? I'm gonna say all that leads to nothing. Let's check out the x-rays while we're here. Oh, the night is growing just a bit long, folks. Yeah, I remember this area vaguely. Okay. So, there's gotta be a way that we have to go back to that location that we ran from. Let's start with this elevator shaft down here. It's gonna take us quite a while to get down there, but you know what? We got buttloads of time, right? And we got the screw attack on our side. Of course. And this has already happened. Alright, so we're back here. Let's keep descending. Ooh. Wait. To recharge. Okay, we've got to keep going down to an earlier round. Will this actually lead us to where we need to go? Potentially. Fortunately, we're not hurt by the heat. We're only hurt by the acid. Oh, wow. It's not gonna be an easy night, folks. But that's okay. I've got you at my side. I certainly like to think that the fact that I stream this late, at least where I dwell, gives me the ability to focus. But I also secretly hope that other night owls like myself also show up. What is this? Is this something that I totally missed the entire time? How did this... Let's drop a super bomb just in case. Okay, that didn't do much of anything. Okay, so now we are back here. Let's keep going down. Okay. Welcome back to the stream, and I go. Good to see you again. You need some dating advice. Well, I can certainly try to offer some, but you'll have to forgive me. I'm not the best dating fellow, but shoot, what's on your mind? I hate these guys. I wish I could just like outright kill them. Alright, so we're back to that secret area. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I'm willing to give out any kind of advice. Whether or not you take it, that's on you. But I am certainly willing to dialogue all these things. I once stated, once upon a time, twice upon a time actually, if we're actually counting everyone involved. Alright, so we keep going on downstairs into the Chamber of Secrets, as Harry Potter once said. Alright, so let's head right, see if we can actually make it down that elevator-like shaft, and see if we can get whatever we missed the first time around. These space pirates are gonna be the death of me. And so, super bombs, of course. Alright, so this is the place where the lava starts moving up. So let's try and be quick about it. Ah, come on, dude. Really, the point here is to make it so that I lunge forward with the screw attack. But this super bomb will actually also do the same exact thing. Come on, guy, move. Whew. These guys are crazy. Alright, nice. Okay, so I'm in a predicament where every time I meet a girl, I just focus on them. They like me, but I gotta be smart and keep my options open. Sounds bad, but emotions can be deceiving. Well, certainly, I wouldn't say that sounds bad. The problem is that when it's time to do the deed, I can't really come to just when that's what they want. It's like I feel like I gotta protect myself, but then when it's anonymous, far away from me, something can query, no problem, help please, with signs of course. Well, that's certainly an interesting predicament. Once again, I'm going to say I've got limited experience on this, so take everything I say with a grain of salt. The few times that I've got the old equipment not working, personally, I think it's a matter of kind of just letting go of that anxiety, and I know that's easier said than done. Yes, obviously you can't just like forget what you're doing. You know, it certainly requires a little bit of focus. I would say get out of your head. It's not worth it. And if you're not feeling it, once you make it past that point, then maybe that's just not what you are actually wanting to do, and maybe that's the issue. But yeah, if we're talking about just standard operations, yeah, get out of your head, have fun. Everyone wants to have fun. You're trying to how to say, make somebody happy. You're trying to make yourself happy. it's honestly not that. At least in my experience, once again, it's I don't have to make it as complicated as it seems. And yeah, that's those are my thoughts on that. Once again, take it with a huge chunk of rock salt. I'm not again, I'm not the best advice person on this matter. I would love to delve deeper into what the particular issue is, but at least based on what you are telling me right here, that's as best as I can tell you, because I've certainly been there, and yeah, it's kind of awkward. But you know what? We're all trying to do our best out there, and yeah, it's you know, people can be understanding. And if they're not understanding, then you know what? They're not worth your time. Man, I should really have like a what do you call it? An actual advice. Maybe not a stream, but like a podcast. People do podcasts based on like dating advices. Let's see. I appreciate your words. Really, they're so kind and well delivered. Uh, I I am glad that you find some worth in them. Um, I will say at the very least, I am more. I like to stay on the humble side of things. I don't particularly consider myself a master of anything. Um, I do like to give people the benefit of the doubt when it comes to things like this. Um, like I said, I think we're all trying to do our best here. Okay, so we found the passage that we actually missed the first time around. What's over here? But certainly appreciate you willing to divulge these details in I Go. Not to diminish anything that you've said here, but have you are you a fan of Super Metroid? Certainly interested in your gaming experience here. This game seems hard. I only played Metroid Prime 3. I think it was on the Wii. Okay, so I guess that answers my question. So to be perfectly frank with you and everyone else watching out there, I've only ever played Metroid Fusion, which was a Game Boy Advance game back in the day. And this is the first time that I'm playing Super Metroid. So I feel like I'm a little bit of a noob when it comes to this. I've yet to actually play the Metroid Prime series, but it sounds like a lot of fun. Whoa, hey. Yeah, but it's a lot of exploration if you're of the sort there. Why is it these bubbles just remind me of the bubbles in The Legend of Zelda. And those guys have some beefy arms. Okay, let's see if I can just go ahead and deal with them using a super bomb. So it looks like it damaged them. Alright, not bad. Let's check out our X-ray. Secret passages galore is the name of the game with this game. These punks don't even give me a second to react to their existence. Okay, so I think we made it. All that being said, I wish that I had encountered something more of a prize around here. I feel like this was challenging enough, and maybe there might have been like a super missile upgrade or something like that. These designs remind me a bit of the old Duke Nukem games. You know, I've only ever played those very sparingly, and I specifically remember playing them in my back when I was in, I think it was high school, the old computer lab. Back when schools had computer labs and computers weren't just a normal. Imagine that, the times when computers were like an alternative thing. Such oddity. Oh, come on. Why do these guys block so much? Okay, so we made the loop back around. That didn't actually provide anything for us. Really, our final target is down here. So the question is, how do we actually get down there? I think we're gonna go back down here to this area that we missed out on and going to try to uncover these blocks. By the way, I don't know if you're actually still watching, but I did catch that Seinfeld AI generated channel at your suggestion earlier this morning, and as you suggested, there was something incredibly eerie about the whole of it. There was a couple of phrases every so often that would seem funny, but it was very uncanny, in that uncanny valley sort of way, I guess. So very interesting recommendation. I don't know that I would watch it more than 5 minutes at a time. I did share it with some of my circles, and they were like, what is this? Why have you brought me into this world, and why do I keep you as an acquaintance, as they say? Ah, these guys are so ridiculously annoying. Just the arc of these guys, it's... Okay. I gotta be a little bit more careful with my energy tanks. Okay, much better. I can't watch more than 5 seconds, it hurts my brain. Yeah, absolutely. It's kind of funny how they just like take some particular thought and they attempt to make a joke at it, but obviously it's not funny, and then you got the audience laughter with it. It kind of just sets off those flags where you're supposed to respond to a certain behavior, but the behavior doesn't act, there's no actual proc for the behavior, if that makes any sense. So it's just the cues. You still think it's someone inputting commands for the AI to do things, or it has a mind of its own? Well, that's actually an interesting question. I feel like when I think about AI and complex AI, the idea is like, well, does it at some point evolve a mind of its own, or is it just a program that allows it to go into those particular patterns? And I kind of tend to think, why can't it be both, right? Porque no los dos? It's that sort of thing where, you know, maybe a lot of the things that it takes into its into account is just how to say the prompts that you feed it, but at the same time it takes those prompts and it kind of just takes things that it learned from before, and maybe it makes a very how to say, well, what's the word I'm looking for here, kind of just compounds that idea into something completely new. And so it takes things from before and it adds onto it to see to try to add to a result that potentially works better than the last time it attempted to do the same thing. And to be perfectly honest with you, I sometimes think maybe that's the way that, you know, regular thought came about, right? I'm sure that at some point during the evolution of mankind, it was just kind of the idea of like, well, did this way of thinking actually work? Did taking information that you absorbed before actually work before? And maybe compiling information in a certain way actually provided a better result than simply acting on the things that you immediately see before you. And I don't know that that made any sense, but yeah, that's kind of how I think about it. Alright, so we got a super missile upgrade. Okay. Not bad, at least. Super missiles are always par for the course, as they say. So the acid is right below us. Let's go up. Light him up, as they say. How do we get upstairs? Success. I think this is an energy recharge station. Beautiful. We definitely needed that because we took a lot of damage from the acid pool that one time. Let's go ahead and create a suspend point right here. Let's see how much time have we got? I want to say maybe a good 30 minutes at the very least. That being said, you never know. Alright, and this is trying to knock these buggers out of the way. Oh, you can actually just screw jump into them. Nice, I didn't realize that. The buzzy beetles of the Metroid world. Okay, so this is before I move forward. Let me make sure that there's no roads downstairs. No, I guess not. Let's go ahead and create a suspend point right here. Probably can just overwrite the one I had before. Oh, right. Let's go ahead and load that suspend point. Everything is madness. But then again, life is madness. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna drop some super bombs to try to clear out as much path as we can. Oh, come on. Just screw attack, dude. Wow, that one was definitely against me. That's not what I meant. Okay, so we're very close to the shaft that I wanted to enter. That was not a positive one. Can I kill these punks using a... No, of course not. Nice, I actually made it. And then dropped all the way down, of course. Longtime viewers of the stream will recall that I am not the greatest at timing my jumps. Nice. Okay. Oh no. Wait a second, so this is the place. Let me go all the way right. This is not helping anybody. And that wasn't a good idea. Can I just jump up? And there I go. Okay, let's load that suspend point, I guess. That is the last one I had. That one was a little cleaner of a run. I could just charge up. And destroy these space pirates. Once again, I am very how to say, skeptical about the fact that these praying mantis type enemies are actual pirates. And it's not because have seen too much One Piece. Oh my goodness, I just dropped the entire level. I can't imagine those guys just traveling the galaxies looking for treasure. Maybe that's my bias. I don't know enough space pirating. Way is clear. Yeah, okay. So we have made it that way before. Okay. Let's create a different suspend point here. Wow. That wasn't a good idea. Okay. Well, we almost died. Was that worth it? I don't think so. But we made it. Let's just find a recharge station and not worry about it too much. Alright, and there was a secret shaft down here. So we'll go back to that, but before we do, indeed, let me see if there's someplace where I can charge up. Might as well just go. And that's certainly something that I find quite compelling about this game. Every time you think that the way forward is closed off, it just reveals a new passage. It rewards exploration, which is not something that I can say about a lot of open world games these days. Let's check out the old X-ray. Alright, and if you're just tuning in, drinking some delicious Milk Stout from our friends at Dokkaebier. Beautiful. Okay, let's hope that this is a simple door, maybe a safe spot. Indeed it is. The way you feel about this game exploration makes me think about how in Dark Souls everything is connected in its passages, like you basically do a whole loop. Yeah, I feel like the games from that company, what is it called? From Software. I like the way that their dungeons are designed. What? Because you kind of venture from the beaten path, but then it leads you back to where you need to be. Wow. There I go. Okay, let me just load for my last save point. Find Metroid. Try it. Yes. Return to game. And that is exactly where we were. Not a lot of energy left in the tank, so I guess I've got to be a little bit thrifty with the way that I challenge foes. Just sort of rams at me. Doesn't even give me a single moment. But yeah, I certainly appreciate the way that Dark Souls games, the dungeon design is actually very intuitive. Looks like there's definitely a path over here. Is this a yellow door? And if I remember correctly, yellow doors are opened. What? Hey? Alright, time to use the X-ray. So it doesn't seem like there's any secret passages here. Let's go. Of course, I am of use to nobody, considering the fact that I've got such little energy. So there's that direction. There is one direction, as they say. Bombing the entire tunnel just for good measure. What is that? Guys, I need some energy here. I'm interested at what these things are. I guess it's just the core. And of course, that entire row is breakable. But let's go this way first. More power bombs. Can never get too many power bombs. Any more secret passages here? I feel like one of the things that I am reminded of when trying to look for secret passages in this game, a very unusual connection, but it reminds me of the Donkey Kong Country series in the way that there was a lot of random walls that would have bonus rooms, and so you just have to make sure that you got a barrel with you whenever you encounter them. I specifically remember in the first Donkey Kong Country, there was a bonus room that would only open up if you went into a bonus room itself and like got the worst prize in that room. If that makes any sense to anybody out there. Like, I think the single banana would allow you to actually get it. Was that an elevator? Is that what that was supposed to be? Okay. Wait a second, what? Okay. That was unusual. Wait, what? He's just throwing things at me? I'm about to die here, folks. I need to find some energy. Maybe I'll just go back. And that's not the... Okay. So dumb. So dumb. All that progress. I know it wasn't much, but it was something. Okay, so I'm going to be attacked as soon as I pop out here. See if we can backtrack and get some energy before we move forward. Alright. And honestly, if we can actually repeat that a couple of times, we might have enough energy to keep going. Come on. It's definitely not going to be enough. Wait a second. So that's where we came from, right? Okay. And nothing down there. Doesn't help anyone. Oh, come on. That was a rough one. Where are we at? Yeah, I think that's where we're gonna close it off, folks. That was a fun run. I think I know where we need to go. It's just a little bit. Gotta get some energy tanks and gotta situate myself because the road forward is going to be just a bit challenging. So let's go back to intermission. Let me turn this off. And let's put on some fresh. How about that? Okay. Well, so that was Super Metroid. I'll be back on this bandwagon in about a couple of weeks. That might be a lie though, because I'll be traveling very soon, so it might be just a little bit longer than that. So hopefully I remember what I need to do. But if not, you know what, that's okay. We're just playing a game, it's just for fun. We'll find our way eventually. It might take a couple more sessions, it might take all of 2023. That's okay. Find meaning in the time that you have, I always say. Everything you lose is a step you take. But yeah, I'll be back next Thursday, probably in the afternoon doing some Elden Ring, but that evening I should be back on Hades, which is probably of most interest right now. And then that Friday I'll be going back to Radical Dreamers. So if you're interested in Super Nintendo style text adventures, it's a good time. So tune in if that is to your liking. So all that being said, thank you very much for joining me. Hopefully you've got an awesome weekend ahead of you. Maybe some fun outings, maybe some good bites, as they say. I think I've got, at the very least, I'm gonna go out and go get some steak. Not great steak, but maybe some good steak. Good steak is okay. At least it's steak. So for the Ales and Fails Twitch stream, stay thirsty, Wolfkin. We'll see you again.